What's up, everybody? Back again with another YouTube video. This time around, we've been spending time inside this Escort Grey Volkswagen Taigo, and I think that it looks immense. I just don't like the fact that it doesn't have a sunroof, but I mean, it's got the roof racks on top, so I guess that kind of makes a reason why we didn't get a sunroof on it. Anyway, at the front, you've got these really big bulges at the front because it's an R-line model. Obviously, it's quite dope. Piano black. You've got your daytime running lights on there with your LED headlights as well as your LED fog lamps on there. It's just a really cool looking front. I think VW have done an immense job in that. Some really nice bulges across the bonnet as well. Coming across the side, you've got this really nice 18-inch alloy on here, which I think looks cool. Doesn't really put as much, discomfort as you're driving. We've been driving through some rough as well as comfortable terrain, but it's been, it's decent, it's acceptable. R-line badges across here, a really nice black mirror housing on here with indicator in it. And that's essentially the silhouette of the side. I think it looks quite cool. This coupe shape does it for me. I know a lot of people were not quite happy with that, but I think it looks quite cool. I'm a huge fan of coupe shape SUVs or compact SUVs. Roof rails on here, which are functional, by the way, hence we don't get the sunroof. But I mean, I personally wouldn't go for this. I would go for the sunroof because, man, sunroof must always be open. Sunroof must always be open. Anyway, let me show you around the back and then get inside and then we'll go for a drive. Coming to the rear, you've got what I think a good looking rear for a coupe SUV, compact SUV. Got this really nice tail headlights, a light bar that runs across. Taigo, and it takes two to Taigo. Taigo in there, and then you've got these 4 exhaust pipes in here, which I don't know why. There was absolutely no need, but I mean, there we are right now. I've got these 2 on this side and 2 on the other side, as well as a reflector lamp that runs across. It's a really good looking rear. I think there's nothing much to complain about. A little spoiler on there. I wish they would have tucked this. I saw this design on one of the brands where they tucked this rear wiper into here, which gives this entire aesthetic quite a clean look. But I think regardless, it's a really nice aesthetic. Let me take you to the interior. Coming in the interior, I think VW makes one of the most nicest interiors, especially for cars that are attainable to almost everybody. You've got a really nice leather with a flat-ish bottom steering wheel, multifunctional. You've got a really nice digital driver's display on there. And infotainment with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but my biggest worry is that it's in piano black, so obviously everything just becomes, fingerprints everywhere. So you must always travel with a microfiber cloth. And then you've got also, touch-friendly aircon or climate control. Quite easy to get used to. I know journalists complain about this thing, but guys, this is not really that difficult. It will take you literally just a few minutes at the dealership when they hand over your car, and then you already know what's going on here. So I don't know why journalists make such a huge fuss about this. But anyway, it's a really nice interior. You've got park assist in this variant that we have. So you've got these, park assist buttons on here. You can switch your mode on there. You've got your automatic start-stop switch on there with your engine start button right next to each other. These seats are the most beautiful looking seats, comfortable seats that I've seen in the segment. And I'm going to come right and say it in the segment. These R-line seats are beautiful. This grayish with this, I don't know what material this is, but it's just beautiful. They've turned cheap or affordable into premium looking, and this is one thing I applaud about them. And we've got 4 USB-C ports in this car, which is something I really appreciate, especially in these compact crossover family cars, because sometimes you get either 2 or just 1 or 3, and they've got 4 USBs fast chargers here at the front, so let's 2 at the back. The rear space is enough for anybody. I think I would be going so hard in terms of if I have to nitpick, but I think that the only thing that I'd nitpick here is I think the fact that you still have this, and there must also this windy guys. Can't they just have something like this? Because it takes such a long time to fix this thing. But I mean, that's just me nitpicking really. Overall, it's a really cool interior. I can't think of anything. You've got enough room of visibility to look outside. This steering wheel is just really good looking. It's the little things like an R button and R logo on there. What else? Really nice armrest space on there. I like the fact that at VW the armrest can extend, so it can go up and adjust to your liking. You've got a wireless charger on there. You can't complain, guys. Let's go for a drive. Alrighty, guys, you join me inside of the Volkswagen Taigo. I love this compact coupe, you know. These coupe styled SUVs for me, like I'm a huge fan, right? So VW now has brought in the Taigo, and I mentioned 1 liter turbocharged petrol engine, paired to a 7-speed DSG. I think just to get that out of the way, right? And I think I've spoken a lot about this on my previous posts on social media and all that stuff. And I think the one thing for me is the lag in this car, right? It's very it's there. It's there. There's, you know, like now step on it, and there now we're going. You know, so yeah, there is that, and I feel like sure, they obviously on some maneuvers, you can just essentially just use it, like now I'm taking off and there we go. But then you can just drop a gear, and then that will obviously help with, you know, with the lag. Which has paired to a 7-speed DSG gearbox. I'm a huge fan of the DSG gearbox. I think in here it's just not the right application, maybe. I'm not sure, but overall, this car it drives great, man. A VW for me, there's just something about driving a VW, and I think that's the number one thing why it does so well in our country or all over the world, really. The drive it's just dope, man. I mean, this is a car that starts at what, 460 something thousand rand, and it drives beautifully. Besides that lag, obviously, but when you factor in things like, you know, comfortability, just how it rides over little bumps, and, you know, it takes that thing with, you know, so dope. It's not any issues really. Doesn't have any issues in terms of that. And I think you feel also there's something about you feel when you're driving a VW, right? And everybody just looks at you, especially these new models now. But yeah, I like this VW. The driver's display is clear and concise. You don't faff around a lot. The infotainment is dope. Everything is ergonomically well laid out, right? And like, I'm not sure if you guys can see these seats. The seats are so dope. Beautiful, beautiful seats. Comfortable as well. So like I mentioned, this has the roof rails on top, right? So I don't have a panoramic sunroof in here, but I think that would have been so nice to add in I like light a lot. And even when I drive on a long distance, right, and I've got to count the sunroof and it's late at night, I'll just open the sunroof up, or obviously just bring in that ambient in the sky. It doesn't make me want to sleep. Where this headlining is just too dark and everything, I'll, get tired. It aids to my, maybe it's just me, but somehow my mental shandies gets affected. But anyway, another thing that VW wins so much, the fuel efficiency. I am currently doing 6.4 liters per 100 in here, and I'm happy. I'm probably going to, this is my December car obviously, so I'm probably going to last the entire December with this tank. I don't think I'll be driving it that much, because when I do go to the farm, I won't be able to take this car. But yeah, it's quite dope. Fuel efficiency on lock, man. Fuel efficiency on lock. That's what I dig about it. And then there is, just the overall height, and I am a huge SUV fan now. I don't like cars that are low, so I'd take this over a Polo, because I just want to be sitting up high and seeing over my bonnet. That's just me now, and yeah, they've proper engineered me now to love SUVs, and you know what? I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that. Right. So to wrap it up, I think the Volkswagen Taigo is a compelling product, especially in its segment. Given that it's a compact crossover, coupe, so it's unique. So it will definitely appeal to a lot of people, and I think that this R-Line spec is beautiful. Definitely a looker. For the price it comes in from 469,000 rand, I think that's also a beautiful price that people will surely appreciate, right? So yeah, man. And I think in terms of the lag that I spoke about earlier, people kind of deal with it, and they kind of deal with it, and then they'll always prefer fuel efficiency and all these things. And I think I probably feel the lag more because I'm a petrol head, etc. Whereas for the normal human being, this is just perfect for them, you know what I mean? So yeah, well done on VW, on a beautiful product. Yeah, no, I'm impressed. It's a product that's full of features. I do know that with VW though, obviously you have to kind of add a lot of options for it to get to this spec that I'm sitting in right now. But I think your best bet is essentially just going to buy a demo, and I think that you'll get more value for your money that way. Or usually at these dealer houses, they've already spec'd some of the cars for you, so it's better for you to do that. So yeah, guys, please keep watching my videos. We're trying our best to keep cooking, and yeah, see you on the next one. Let's go, Taigo!